Good afternoon, guys. My name is Milena, and welcome to our English grammar webinars with Green Forest. Today, we're going to talk about present simple. You have just discussed it with your teachers, and it's a very good opportunity for all of you to revise and refresh your knowledge. Now me and my beautiful colleague Ola are preparing a video translation, video presentation for you. There are some technical discrepancies, just a moment. So I guess it's fine, I guess we are online. In case you don't see me properly, please write to us. We will try to fix technical problems. Okay, so just a moment, guys. So is that fine or not yet? Okay. Well, anyway, guys, I will continue my presentation. Anyway, we will be sharing a screen with you right now. The technical problem hopefully will be solved very soon. So let's get started. Our webinar is an interactive activity. So it's not just sitting and watching me talking to you. You will need to actively participate. Please prepare some writing materials, a notebook, and a pen or a pencil. You will need to follow me and do some exercises. Let's get started. Okay, so we will share a screen with you now, our presentation. Okay, so is the presentation on or am I still on camera? Okay, good. So here we go. The present simple tense. Today we're going to talk about the present simple of the verb to be and all the other verbs, because there are, of course, some specifics related to that. Okay, good. So let's move on. Good. Well, the present simple of the verb to be. You all remember how to make it, and we're going to practice a little bit and refresh that. Let's fill in the gaps first. I. Teacher. You need a verb then. You. Beautiful. She. An interesting person. He. A good writer. It. Cold outside. And we. Friends. They. On a business trip. So your job is to insert the necessary form of the verb to be. And I'm sure all of you have used it correctly. I am a teacher. You are beautiful. She is an interesting person. He is a good writer. It is cold outside. We are friends. They are on a business trip. And of course, we all remember that the verb to be can be contracted. This is the form with an apostrophe. I'm, your, his, or she's, or its. We're there. Let's move on. Now let's practice a bit with questions and negative form. I am going to interview my partner, Ola, and she will answer some questions. Are you a student, Ola?
No, I'm not.
Hmm? You're probably a teacher like me.
Yes, I am. I am a teacher.
Okay. Is your mother a teacher?
No, she isn't. But she's not a doctor either.
Well, my mother is not a teacher. She is a doctor. Is it hot outside?
Well, yes, it is. It is hot today.
Well, you can also answer, no, it isn't. It is cold. Are you friends with your classmates?
Yes, I am. With some of them.
And me, we are not friends with my classmates. So my answer is no, we aren't. We're not friends. And are your children at school?
No, they aren't. They are at home right now.
Okay, very nice. Well, please note, guys, that yes and no are not the answers in English language. You need to use the verb to be in your short answers, like yes, I am, or no, I am not. You also remember that they can be contracted, especially no, the short negative answers. They can be contracted as well. No, she isn't, or no, I'm not. Let's move on. Now we're going to practice and you will need to write some sentences. First of all, let's have a look at the examples. You will need to follow this model. So you will have a selection of different words like he, be, and French. You will need to make a sentence like he is French or he's French. The next one, we are not cold or we aren't cold. Now you need to make a question. He be a footballer? Question mark. Is he a footballer? And a WH question. A WH question, you remember, is a question which begins with words like who, what, where, when, and so on. So, where is John? Now your turn. Ready? Let's work. You will have an exercise. I will give you some time to write your sentences and then I will demonstrate you the answers. Okay, guys, so the answer is we are not singers or we aren't singers. The next sentence, pay attention, you need a question. Ready? Are you a nurse? Yes, this is the correct form. And the next sentence. Ready? This is the sentence. They are from the USA or they are from the USA. The next one. Ready? Yes, this is the question. Where is David? Okay, now your job is to find out and answer the question. If there is a mistake in this sentence, here I is. Of course, there is a mistake. You remember, we must say, here I am. Let's move on. What about other verbs? You remember that there is a little special thing about other verbs. Of course, for all the persons, for all the pronouns, you need almost the same form. But he, she, it has a little specific, as in the example over here. Well, let's have a look at some examples of sentences. I go on holiday every year. He goes on holiday every year. Do you meet friends often? Does she meet friends often? That is the question form. And the negative form. I don't eat junk food. She doesn't drink cola. So, what can we notice about the present simple of other verbs? Well, first of all, you don't need a completely different form for all the pronouns. It's almost the same. I go, you go, we go, you do, I read, and so on. The specific application only concerns the third person singular, he, she, or it. But talking about the question for the negative form, here we meet an auxiliary verb. An auxiliary verb is the verb that helps you to form a certain tense. For present simple, the auxiliary verb is to do, and for the third person singular, does. Well, pay attention that in question form, you put the verb do in front of a subject or a pronoun in our case. Also pay attention that because the third person singular is reflected by the verb does, after the subject, the main verb has the normal infinitive form. The same is about the negative. I don't eat junk food. She doesn't drink cola. We don't say she doesn't drinks. So, just to practice the third person singular, let's remember that he, she, it always need s in the end. And this rule is easy to remember, but very difficult to follow. So don't worry if it doesn't come so easy. Many advanced students also forget about it. Well, we will try not to forget about it. What is so special about this S? In most cases, we just add the letter S to the main verb. Like in the following story. She works at the office every day from 9 to 5. When she comes home, she doesn't like cooking. So she eats some junk food and plays computer games. But she is active. She enjoys doing exercises. And she loves learning new languages. Please note the pattern. Work, works, just add the letter S. Come, comes. Eat, eats. Play, plays. Enjoy, enjoys. But sometimes you need to add the combination ES. It's just to make the pronunciation easier. Let's study some examples, and we will try to make a little bit of spelling algorithms. So she goes to the gym 3 times a week. Twice a week she studies English in Green Forest. She never misses her classes. She tries to learn French as well. She watches a lot of romantic French films to learn some new words. So here we have the following examples. Study becomes studies. So when the word has Y at the end before a consonant, study, try, you need to change Y into IES, studies, try, tries. After the combinations, CH, SH, also S, like the words like miss, you need to use ES as well. Watch, watches, miss, misses, go, goes, do, does, and so on. So now it's your turn to practice. You need to use the present simple form. Just make sure that you spell it correctly. So I will give you a couple of minutes to write your sentences, and then I will show you the answers. Ну, то есть сама его не было видно, да? Потому что я там первые 5 минут супер говорю про technical problems. Ну, ничего. Так и что ты там, как дела вообще, как здесь? А я расстроилась, что нельзя не больше внимания. Короче, столько дел, знаешь, ничего не успела. Ну, хоть. Угу. Ну, вот так вот ты, короче, крутишься, ты понимаешь, что ты на бегу, там еще что-то будет выпутывать, чемодан перед самолетом, что-то отключать, что-то отключать. Так что уже вы делаете фото, пишите рецепт. Ну, погодка хорошая. Мгм. А вы хорошо с Альгой съездили? Я что-то не видела тебя последнего. Мгм. Мгм. А там был интернет, может, да? Как ты думаешь? Okay, guys. So let's have a look at our sentences. She plays. He drinks. Julie studies French at school. Luke tries to be polite. She enjoys going swimming. Lucy washes her hair. Joan never cries. My mother always says that love is more important than everything else. So have a look at spelling. I hope it was easy for you to use the rules that we have discussed. And we move on. So, why do we need to use the present simple tense? Yeah? Let's refresh some rules of usage. In which case you need to use this tense? Well, first of all, when something is generally true, different facts, laws of nature, and so on. Like sugar dissolved in water, water boils at 100 degrees, trees need water, the earth goes around the sun. 10 times 10 make 100. And China is a big country. We also use this tense for a situation that we think is always true or permanent situation. Our preferences, likes, dislikes, and so on. Look at some examples. I'm a blogger. I adore cupcakes. And I love my little cat. But obviously, my cat hates me. We also use um, for the present simple, for habits or things that we do regularly, like every day, different routines. And normally, you will have some adverb of frequency or a marker, like a word, to describe how often you do that. You can say, I don't travel very often. Do you smoke? No, I don't. I play tennis every Tuesday. We often go to the cinema. She always gets up at 7. And the final question to you guys. How often do you read English books? Well, I hardly ever read. Let's move on. Well, speaking about adverbs of frequency, which answer the question how often, or different words that indicate how often you do something. Below, at the bottom of my slide, you can have some of the most common adverbs of frequency. What is important to remember about them? We usually put these adverbs in the middle of the sentence between the subject and the verb. For example, you never read my blog. We usually drink coffee. But you never say, I go often to the cinema. You say, I often go to the cinema. We can also put them at the very beginning or end of a sentence to make this sentence stronger. Usually, I don't wake up early. But please remember, this rule doesn't work for the verb to be, because the verb to be is very special. You normally put this adverb of frequency after the verb to be. For example, I am never late. I am always on time. So right now, after all this talking and the revision of rules, we need to use our knowledge. So your job is to make the present simple, positive, negative question for the following sentences. I will give you some sentences to work with. Your job is to write down the correct form, and after that, I will demonstrate with the answers. For example, I be in a cafe now. Of course, you need to write, I am in a cafe now. Let's work with the next sentences. There will be 10 of them, all in all. I give you a couple of minutes to write down the forms, and after that, we will check. Okay, guys, please finish up your writing and I will show you the correct sentences. So let's check together. I'm in a cafe now. Does she play tennis every week? Number 3, they go to the cinema every Wednesday. Sorry. Question, is she a singer? Number 5, you find the weather here cold. Number 6, are they on the bus? Number 7, Lucy rides her bicycle to work. Number 8, why is he in France? Number 9, I don't play the piano often. And number 10, it isn't cold today. I hope all your answers were correct. We move on. Here are some more sentences to practice. 9 of them. Again, I give you 1 minute to look through and write down the answers, and we're going to check. So, my experts, I believe you're ready. So, let's have a look at our answers. We are from Portugal. Do we make too much noise at night? Number 13. Where does Harry study? Number 14. Is it foggy today? Number 15. We aren't late. Number 16. They don't like animals. 17. Where are you? 18. He isn't an accountant. 19. Does the dog eat chicken? Oh, that's a very interesting question. So guys, I hope this practice was useful for you, and now you will forever remember the present simple tense. And trust me, practice makes perfect. Thank you so much for your attention. If you are watching us on recording, on the recorded video, you can also practice, but you will make stops when necessary for you to revise some rules or write down some sentences. Thank you so much and see you soon.